So it took so long to get the January market watch out, I was worried that was going to run out of time for February, or that not enough new things would be announced to even warrant it, but boy was I wrong. So we'll talk about what we're going to show off in this video, but first of all, I just wanted to just show you guys my backlog, just so you know everything that could be coming down the pipeline. I usually show every time I get a new kit on this opening segment of the Market Watch video, but I don't really have anything new this go around. I've been trying to save money. The little Gatling unit kit for the Burning Liger finally came in after being on back order, but this is what's in the backlog right now. So we have the newest HMMs that I've gotten. So the Iron Kong Yeti, the Red Horn, and the Genobreaker. And then over here is the rest of the Zoids backlog. So the Beam Gatling unit, which I'll probably try to put on either the Red Horn or the Great Saber. The Great Saber is in the craft room right now. It's the next one on the chopping block to be built. There's the Sturm unit for the Berserk Fury, the Mulga set, the Shit Liger DCSJ, the 2020 Blade Liger with the tear in the box, thanks to our cat, the Wild Liger, and the Berserk Fury. And then I've got this weird Star Wars papercraft astromech droid thing, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to eventually building that. I've got another high-grade Pacific Rim kit here to Bracer Phoenix. The Starscream that I showed off, the Nero that I showed off. I think I've showed all these off on screen at some point in previous videos. The Shamrock from Valkyria Chronicles, and the Gurren Lagann. Those are sort of miscellaneous kits. Over with the Gundams, we have this random Zaku that I saw at Hobbytown. I guess is like a practice kit for people that have never done paint applications before, because it's a little cheap $8 kit, and all of the plastic does not have any kind of paint applications. It's just the molded color. So it's sort of like a practice kit for new people into building Gunpla and stuff like that. I've got the Master Grade Barbados Lupus Rex from Armblooded Orphans, the RX-79G from 8th MS Team, and what is that? Burning Gundam or Shining Gundam? Yeah, Shining Gundam from G Gundam, and then a gun tank from the original series. So that's the Gundam the Origin version. I also don't know if I ever showed off all the Hasbro kits I got off of Brad. So they're kind of just in a pile over here. It's the Elephander, another Saber Tiger. It's missing a lot of its weapons. Got the War Shark and the Hammerhead, the little Crocodile one, a motorized Lightning Sykes, which I was very happy to get. Bear Fighter over there. And then Grey Saber's being built right now. There's a little Gatling unit for the Burning Liger. We'll open that soon. And then all the kits I managed to build while I was quarantining. So I got the Bandai Star Wars Y-Wing there. Of course, the Hasbro Zoids Wild kits that finally came out. And then I finally built one of the Gundams in my backlog. This is the actual RX-78-2 from Gundam the Origin Master Grade with the shoulder cannon. And this is the one with the incredible box art that I just love so much. So I was very happy to finally be able to build that. And then this is a 1/8 scale Master Grade Bandai kit that is from the anime Tiger and Bunny. And this is Kotetsu Kaburagi, or Wild Tiger as he's known as. And there will be a review of that soon. I'm very happy with this kit. And I'm trying to find the Barnaby one as well, although I've only ever seen that one at the USA Gundam store in Tampa, Florida on our way back from MetroCon. So that's everything that I've built recently. So you may be thinking, we just had a reprint of the HMM Death Stinger, and they're coming out with that ZA one, the off-brand one, that's very similar to the Kodo version here. So why would Kodo come out with another Death Stinger? Because fuck them, that's why. And so here we have the HMM Death Stinger ZS, which is, of course, a recolor. And I'm pretty excited about this. If I'm being perfectly honest, I think this color scheme is pretty ugly. Also, my Rebel Alliance shirt is reflecting red back in my face like I'm in some kind of neon salon or something. But anyway, so I think this color scheme is really ugly. I don't know what I expected, because obviously the Death Stinger ZS exists in lore, and Need to do my research again and figure out exactly where this comes from. And it's really cool to see another canon HMM Death Stinger being made. They're kind of going through all the different iterations, just like they did with, like the Saber Tiger or the Blade Liger, where we have multiple releases of the same HMM kit, but with different colors. And so between the original version, the Hiltz version, which is the anime colors, and this version, we have 3 different canon color schemes of the Death Stinger. So if you guys don't want to buy a filthy bootleg for $80, you can spend $120 and get this bad boy off of AmiAmi right here, which honestly I would much sooner recommend, although I know a lot of people are very excited for that ZA Death Stinger that I showed off. So this is cool. This should be out in July, hopefully. And you can see my browsing history down here and all the other kits, and this Medusa statue that I wish was in stock, but she's long gone. Anyway, we finally got some images of the HMM Fang Tiger. Now, this is very much par for the course, exactly what they did for the HMM Wild Liger, where initially they came out with just these CG model images of the digital 3D model in like a rendering software to show what the kit is going to look like and all of its articulation. This is not images of what the final kit will look like, but it's incredibly close because this is what the final kit was modeled after. So it does look really good, and I'm happy that we finally get to see some images of it in color. Maybe you guys have already seen the physical plastic prototype that was shown off at that one expo, and so I'm pretty excited about this. I never bought the Japanese Takara Tomy motorized Fang Tiger. I'm waiting on the American Hasbro one to get it, so I don't have 2 of the same exact Zoid. And that might be one of those where when they finally do release this as part of Wave 2 of the Zoids Wild Hasbro Zoids, this might be one I raffle off at the Zoids panel at AWA this year, if AWA even happens. All I know is that they're planning on AWA to happen, and my Zoids panel is confirmed, and that's all I know for a fact. But I would love to raffle off some Zoids, especially the Hasbro ones at that panel. But not a bad price for this, about the same as you'd pay for the Saber Tiger, Red Horn, anything like that. It's about $70. And so I will probably be pre-ordering this. Like I said, I would love to do a side-by-side comparison between the HMM and the motorized version, just like I will do with the currently existing Wild Liger. So, huge thing that I didn't even know about until I started making this video. It's coming back, baby! Yeah! So they're reprinting the Genosaur again. So, for those of you that don't know, I mean, you should know at this point, but this is the Genosaur repackaged version HMM, which came out last year, around April, May of last year, around the same time. They released simultaneously with the Blade Liger, and it was completely bought out. So it sold really well, and the scalpers got a hold of it, and it was just completely bought out on the secondary market, and shot up in price up to the price range of the original version of the HMM Genosaur, as well as the Raven version and the Psycho Genosaur. It just went to the moon. And so this kind of goes back to the discussion I had about the bootlegs as to whether or not the quantity of kits that they produce has anything to do with demand, anything to do with sales. So this rather evidently was in demand enough that they reprinted it less than a year later. So I think that's awesome. This is the exact same kit as what we got with the 2020 version. It's going to be indistinguishable. They're just making more of them and resupplying their stock. So this is the exact same kit, and you bet your ass I will be pre-ordering this and not missing out on it again. Rest of AmiAmi goes pretty much the same. Iron Kong PK is still available for pre-order. All of the Liger Zero cast armor kits are still available for pre-order. The Xenorex, the different versions of it, the Xenorex Scissors XA, which has the Genobreaker style pincer weapons already equipped with it, is not available anymore, and so is the individual parts kit for that. I feel like that's going to be pretty well sought after, even though I still feel like the kit is really ugly. And Shadow Fox is still available here, and then of course the 2 new kits we talked about. Where did the Genosaur go? That's interesting. Oh, wait. I want to look at the Gilraptor LC. It's gone. Okay. not surprising. Anyway, let's move on to HLJ here. So HLJ has pretty much the same selection as well, where the Death Stinger ZS and the Fang Tiger are available for pre-order. They also have the base model Xenorex is not available. They don't seem to have the Scissors one complete, but they do have, again, the and this is discontinued as well. Wow, you can't get any of the Xenorex stuff. It's ridiculous. And this one right here is one that was not on AmiAmi that I think is really cool. So this is the Xenorex Buster Xa, and this might be my personal favorite one as far as how it looks. I think it actually looks pretty cool. But the reasons why I find the Xenorex so ugly is because it has a giant head and disproportionately small arms and legs. Like, look at these pathetic little arms. That's one piece of plastic, is that entire arm. It looks awful. And yeah, I guess I can forgive that for a motorized kit. But if you compare that to like the Genosaur has like anatomical like T-Rex arms as well, but they're actually functional and they have, fierce looking claws on them, and it takes more than one piece to put them together. So I think just in terms of proportions, the Xenorex looks ugly. The black looks pretty nice, I'll say that. I just like the look of this armor and these weapons here. I think that's really cool. I like the little helmet piece. And I like the sort of molded in, the paint applications there, the lining. I don't know if that's going to be on the final kit, but that's some advanced stuff. Like, that's the kind of stuff that model builders go in and add manually with those little tiny pens and like airbrushing and stuff like that. Like that's some high level paint application stuff there, which I think is pretty cool. So someone was asking me where you get the Zoids Wild Hasbro kits from. I said it in the video, literally at the beginning of the video. It's on the Hasbro online store, the Hasbro Pulse site, and all they have is these 9 kits. That's wave 1 of the Zoids Wild line for Hasbro. And wave 2, we're not 100% sure what that's going to consist of, but I know the Fang Tiger will be in there, and most likely the Death Rex as well. But essentially what you have is 3 $30 kits: the Wild Liger, the Triceratogos, and the Hunter Wolf, which are, of course, renamed as Trike and Alpha Shadow. And you have 2 $20 kits. You have the Ganon Toys and the Gilraptor, which have been renamed Tanks and Ruin. And then you have the 4 wind-up kits. So you have the Kuaga, which is renamed Pincers. Let's see if I can remember all these. The Scorpier, which has been renamed Needle. I think this is where I'm stumped, because I'm pretty sure this one is just called Raptor or whatever, and it's been renamed Raptorix. And then the Spy Death, which has been renamed Phobia. Got all of them. That's awesome. And so let's click into it, because a lot of these say pre-order still, which is interesting. But let's click into Ruin here. Yeah, it still says pre-order. So they're still available, but I think they got pushed back a little bit in terms of supply and stock, which is not surprising considering COVID. So I ordered, of course, Needle and Phobia. You guys saw the review of that. And I also ordered the Hasbro version of the Wild Liger, so I can do a side-by-side comparison with the Japanese version. And this was delayed. So this, they sent me an email saying it's not available yet, it's been delayed. But I also kind of wanted to talk about where else are these available. So I checked Walmart.com, Target. Like, people want to know if they can walk into a physical retail store in the U.S. and buy these. And I hope that that's going to be the case. That's definitely not the case as of right at this moment. They're not available. Lost footage again, and I don't remember where I was. But so I wanted this episode to be like a full market watch about the Zoids Wild Hasbro kits and exactly where we're at with that. And I wanted to show that, hey, these are available to buy online from a couple of places, but people were asking, can you actually go into a physical retail store here in the US and buy them? And the short answer is no at the moment. And it looks like the only places online that have them is right here on the Hasbro site and on Amazon. So Amazon has all of them, and they're actually their retail price, so you don't have to worry about the ridiculous markup. I would highly recommend pre-ordering them from here or from the Hasbro Pulse site. You just have to pay for shipping unless you have Prime, and then you get them in early March. So that's not too bad. And actually, on that note, it's not that far off, and the Wild Liger should be coming in soon then for me, because I mentioned how it was delayed. But yeah, so I hope that we get these in stores. I have the feeling that, again, even Hasbro doesn't trust the brand enough to release all these in physical retail stores, and I feel like that in and of itself, it might be the doom of the Zoids Wild Hasbro license, because the anime was Netflix exclusive. They did the Switch game as some physical copies, which I'm honestly pretty impressed with. And then they did these model kits, and if they're exclusive to the Hasbro site or to Amazon, they're going to get bought up by scalpers, they're going to go up in price, and only people that are really looking for them are going to even find them to begin with, which means that you're robbing the opportunity of a kid being able to go in the store and be like, ooh, look at this, I'm going to take this home and give it a shot, and then all of a sudden fall in love with the brand. And so if these don't come to physical retail stores, I think that will be a major shame. But we'll see what happens. I have a feeling they probably will, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't. And so at the moment, there's absolutely no reason not to pay, or there's no reason to pay anything more than their retail price right now, because they're still available for pre-order on the Hasbro site and on Amazon here. I guess I got that initial production wave, and then they had to stop orders due to not enough supply, which hopefully means that they will go back and make a lot more because they're doing well. So some of the kits, like if we go back over to Hasbro here, some of the kits that have already released, like I physically have the needle right here, and it still says pre-order. So it must be another production run of them. It's speculation, I don't know. But again, all the ones here on Amazon say pre-order, even the ones that are out. So they might be making more. There might have been some production issues due to COVID or the crazy weather we've had, or who knows, whatever. But there's no reason to pay any more than base retail price. So that brings me over here to eBay, where some asshole has done this, and don't just completely ignore this, disregard it, because no one is going to pay these prices. These are clearly the English versions of the kits, the ones that did ship out when mine shipped out, and this person has marked them up to basically $100 plus $20 shipping. Nobody is going to pay that. And it won't hold up either, because eventually we will get the reruns, and it's not like they're offering kits that nobody else has, because the Wild Liger didn't ship, so they didn't get that. They got the same kits that everybody else had the opportunity to get. So yeah, just completely ignore this. This is stupid. These will not hold at all. Do not pay that price. There's a gun sniper here, new in box, for $45, almost $50. It's pretty cool. And then as I was just scrolling through here, there's some random G.I. Joe stuff in here, but I was scrolling and I found this Death Stinger. This is an auction. You can't buy it outright, but this is pretty cool. I won't lie. So this is a Hasbro Death Stinger with the box, and it's unbuilt, and it's got everything in, instructions, motor, everything. That's pretty cool. I would, if that doesn't go to the moon, I might recommend bidding on that. You never know what might happen. But yeah, so that's going to be about it for this Market Watch, guys. Like I said, I wanted to do a more in-depth video on the Hasbro Zoids Wild kits, but unfortunately, like I said, they're only really available on those two sites, and don't pay any more than retail price for them right now. So with that out of the way, I will see you guys in March. Do you guys miss the gaming content I used to do on this channel? Did you guys know this is actually my second channel? My wife Michelle and I over on the primary Star-Crossed Souls channel do gaming content as well as content about conventions and cosplay and some of the niche fandoms we're into, such as Fire Emblem, Fate, and Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm also doing a retrospective series on the entire Type Moon series and all of the Fate works. It's a series I'm very proud of and has the highest amount of editing and production quality on anything I've ever done in my entire career of making videos. So if you guys are interested in checking that out, make sure to follow us on the main Star-Crossed Souls channel, and follow Michelle and I on Instagram for her art projects and my cosplay projects. I'll see you guys next time.